Just before we start this video, don't forget you can now follow the channel on Twitter at @theofficialfng. So yeah, bam. Hey there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today we are going to be going through something and it is a top tips video, as I'm sure you know from the title. Basically what I'm going to be doing for you today is I'm going to be going through some unknown countries, countries and leagues that you won't really think to look for players, and try and find the best players from those countries to establish which are the best countries to scout for unknown talent. So basically what it is when you're the manager of a big team, there are a few leagues that you tend to look at specifically. That's really the English League, the Bundesliga, the Spanish League, Italian League, and maybe, if you're feeling adventurous, the Portuguese League or Dutch League. But have you ever ventured into something like the Polish League, for example? Now here, this is a scout report of players that I could find from the Polish League. These are the best players that you can find from the Polish League. From my scout report, obviously something I want to stress is the fact that my scouts are okay. Your scouts might find better players or worse players. They might not find these specific players. My scouts from Poland found Karol Levetti, a 18-year-old attacking midfielder from Lech Poznan, Jakub Kozecki, an extremely quick left mid from Legia Warsaw, and Lukas Teodorczyk, I just about got the pronunciation right, a Polish striker, rather fast, rather agile, from Lech Poznan as well. Now, just before we start, really, well, I've already started, but yeah, that is Poland. Now, Colombia, this is the only player I could find. Colombia is terrible. Before we start, that's what I want to establish. The Colombian League is shocking in terms of what I found. John Valoy, centre mid, 22 years old, from Atletico Nacional, was the only player I could find. I don't know why the Swedish flag came up a little bit before the Swedish players did, but now we move on to Sweden. So yeah, Colombia only one player, Poland 3. Now we move on to Sweden here. We've got Niklas Backman, a centre-back from AIK Football. If that's, I don't know whether that was right or even remotely right. I could have butchered that completely. But he's a centre-back, pretty strong, and just a pretty good all-round centre-back from AIK. Then we've got Emil Forsberg, an average left mid from Malmo FF. We've got Oskar Levitsky here, a centre defensive mid, not very quick, not very agile, but you don't expect a defensive midfielder to be. He plays for BK Häcken. We've got Iber Pekalski, centre mid from Malmo. Again, pretty much all rounder. Then we've got Robin Söder, the very agile and very quick striker from IFK Gothenburg. He's Swedish as well, he's 22. Now just quickly, I'm skipping through these very quickly because the point of the video isn't to show you the best players that you can find, it's to show you the best players to scout, the best places to scout even. So we've already pretty much established Sweden's a pretty good place to scout. We've got Simon Tibbling there, an 18-year-old, Melker Hallberg, a 17-year-old. They've both been in videos of mine before. We've got Djurgårdens IF's Daniel Amati, a very good player for his age. We've got Jeri Uren, the Finnish fullback, very good shot power, interestingly, for a left back, which is an attribute you don't expect fullback to have. We've got Gillo and Hamad, a very established 22-year-old right mid playing for Malmo. He's Swedish. He's probably the best of the lot. We've also got Mustafa El Kabir, a Dutch 24-year-old striker who plays for VK Häcken. He's very good. He's very agile and very quick. He's also got decent ball control and dribbling and finishing as well, as you would expect from a striker. And then the last two, we've got Milošević, Backman's centre-back partner from AIK, and then Nicholas Holt, an extremely fast left mid. He's Swedish, and he is the only representative of IF Elfsborg on the scout report that I got. Again, my scouts will find different players to yours, but these are the ones that they found, and I'm just assuming the best players you can find based on what they found. We've also got Joshua Gatt here as we move on to Norway. He plays for Molde FK. He's from the United States of America. He's a right winger. Goodness me, and he's very quick. We've also got Gustav Wilkheim, again very quick. El Yunusi, you'll know that name if you're a bit of an Ultimate Team player. I do believe he is the brother of the famous Tarek El Yunusi, who now plays for Hoffenheim. But this El Yunusi still plays in Norway. We've also got Flamir Kastrati of Strømsgodset. He's also got very good stamina for a winger, which is interesting, as well as being quite fast. We've got Thomas Drager here, the summary, pretty athletic. He's got good acceleration, dribbling, sprint speed, and all that, as you would expect from a left, but he's only 21. He plays for Tromsø. We've got Rosenborg's Jonas Svensson, a 20-year-old centre mid, a bit of an all-rounder. I can imagine his potential being very good. And we've got Jan Erik Delanley, interesting name. He's Norwegian right winger, 21 from Viking FK, very fast, very agile, as you would expect a winger to be. And we've got Veton Berisha, the Norwegian striker, Viking FK. Again, you will remember that name. Later on, Berisha will come up again, a different one though. We've got Lars Vilsvik now, the right back from Strømsgodset. He's very good, a very good all-rounder. I brought him on FIFA 13 in the career mode save. He's very good. We've got Iber Fossum, a very young centre mid there, 17. Starts the game as 16 actually. Christian Gamboa Luna here from Rosenborg. Costa Rican, extremely fast and agile right back. He is someone you should look out for on Ultimate Team, I would say as well. Aaron Samuel Olanare, the Nigerian left winger from Sarpsborg, the same place El Yunusi's brother plays for. Then we've got Etzaz Hussein, Molde FK. Now, this is one of the best Norwegian players I could find. He is, I think, the best Norwegian-based player I found, on that scout report. So Norway, we've established, is pretty good. Then we've got Diego Reyes, attacking mid. Mario Lorenas, a left back here as we move on to Chile. He plays for Union Española. Again, you can stop, you can pause the video whenever you want to see a player's stats in more depth. We've got Jorge Guardado there, Alvaro Ramos. Wow. Interesting stats there, to say the least. Incredibly quick, incredibly agile striker. He is, I think, the best Chilean player I found. We move on to Jorge Guardado again there. That was my mistake. But then Brian Carrasco, another great Chilean player there. Again, very quick. He's also someone you should look out for on Ultimate Team, I would say. I don't know what their skill moves are on weak foot as are. I'm sorry I didn't find that out. But again, that wasn't the point of the video particularly. Although it's quite interesting to see what the best players are. We've got Marcel Sabitzer now as we moved on to Austria. SK Rapid Vienna. Very good 19-year-old right mid. He is someone really to look out for as we move on now to Marco Malinga in a stretch of Red Bull Salzburg players that will last a while. He's a left mid. He's 22 years old. Then we move on to Valentino Lazaro, the very promising youngster who I had in a youngsters to watch out for video, I think, before FIFA 14 came out. And we've got Isaac Vorsa, the extremely strong Ghanaian centre-back. He plays for Red Bull Salzburg as well. And again, we can pretty much establish that Austria looks as if it's going to be quite good for players. Got a lot of depth in terms of players you can find. Whether they will grow into absolute beasts is another story. Story. What the heck? Right, story is what I meant to say. Leon Schaub there. Louis Schaub even, centre attacking mid. As well as we move on now to Philip Hosiner. And this guy is a bit of an all-round beast. We've got Kevin Campbell as well. Slovenian. He plays for Red Bull Salzburg too. He's incredible. I suggest getting him, Lazaro, Hosiner. They're all awesome. They're all brilliant. We've got Christopher Dibon, the centre-back, 22 years old, from Rapid Vienna. He's very strong. Not got much else going for him. But then Havard Nielsen as we return to Red Bull Salzburg again. And he's Norwegian, very quick as well. Michael Schimpelsberger, what a name that is. Right back, very quick, plays for Rapid Vienna as well. Then we've got Tobias Kynes as we move over here, centre mid, 20 years old. You'll recognise that name in a moment. He plays for Sturm Graz. And we're about to see his twin, I'm imagining, Florian Kynes. He's a winger, though. He's a lot quicker. I can imagine they must be twins. If they play for the same team, same age, that's too much of a coincidence. And here the second Borussia, Valon, moved from Viking FK to Red Bull Salzburg to leave his brother behind, unfortunately, but I'm sure he will follow him soon. He's very good as well. Now we move on to Switzerland. Oliver Buff of FC Zurich, another brilliant name. He's 21, centre mid, pretty average, but very good. He plays for Grasshopper Zurich. And we've got Jan Sommer, FC Basel, Swiss, 24-year-old goalkeeper. He is extremely good, but they'll ask for a lot of money for him because he's quite established in terms of goalkeeper. Another Basel player here, Valentin Stocker, left mid. He's very good. Izet Hazrovic, right mid. I talk about him in all career mode videos as soon as I try to sign him. He's Bosnian from Grasshopper Zurich, very quick, great at dribbling, ball control, and all-round a great winger. Then we've got Mario Gavranovic, the striker, FC Zurich as well. Pretty much all of the teams, all the players here play for either FC Zurich, Grasshopper Zurich, or FC Basel. Another Basel player, Mohamed Salah, very quick, from Egypt, only 21 years old, brilliant right mid. He's got really good potential, actually. You wouldn't expect it, but he is. Another player that Ultimate Team players will know even, Yasin Shakawi, I think I pronounced that right, I have no idea. He's 26, centre attacking mid, known for having 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and finally someone who doesn't play for any of those teams, Joseph Alexander Martinez, quick 20-year-old winger. He plays for FC Thun, and then Fabian Schär, 21-year-old centre-back, Swiss, plays for FC Basel, and he also has great potential despite looking pretty average. So, that is it. They're the places I scouted. I scouted Sweden, Norway, Denmark actually, but I'm afraid I lost the scout report. My guy decided it would be a great idea. One of the scouts decided it would be a great idea to just ditch the Danish scout report, but that actually happened to be quite a good country to scout in as well. But I would suggest, if you're looking for unknown talent, cheap talent, really that won't have much of a price tag because they're not known, obviously. I would suggest going to Austria. Norway and Switzerland is very good as well. Chile's okay. Colombia, just don't bother. Don't even bother. Sweden was a bit disappointing as well, actually. There wasn't much there, but Norway, Austria and Switzerland, definitely the places to go, I would suggest. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can learn a lot from it and go out and find some beasts that you wouldn't necessarily have ever heard of in your entire life before. But like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much. And I'll try to make this a bit of a series, a top tips series, where I talk about different things, mainly scouting, youth scouting as well, where to find good players and the such like. It has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. I hope you enjoy. Have a good day and goodbye.